I'm talking Alex Moses today, and it's all about leverage. Now, listen up. This is a wonderful episode. Obviously, it's nothing to do with me. It's to do with Alex Moses. If you don't know Alex Moses, he's a jack guy who has acquisition.com, and he's made millions and millions and millions of pounds. He is a wonderful, wonderfully intelligent man. He's just brilliant. All right, he's talking about leverage today. I'm going to read it. Okay, so if you're watching, I can't make eye contact all the time because I'm reading it because there's shitloads, and I don't want to mess it up in any way, putting my own slant on it because it's perfect the way it is. Like I said, Alex Moses is just a genius. So here we go. Leverage, and by the way, this is for anybody in life. You don't have to be in business. You don't have to be. It's all about leverage. Leverage is key to everything in life. Leverage is a difference between the inputs and the outputs in a system. It's a discrepancy between what you put in and what you get out. If I have a lot of leverage, it means I put a little bit in and get a lot out. I'm going to read that bit again because I've fucked it up. If I have a lot of leverage, it means I have to put a little bit in to get a lot out. If I have low leverage, I have to put a lot in to get a little bit out. Hopefully I'm making sense so far. If it doesn't, please listen to this again because this is crucial. If I'm working at McDonald's, I have to put a lot of time in to get a small amount of money out. So I have low leverage. If I put a deal together and make a couple of phone calls to open a new self-storage facility, I put my own slant on this because it's mine, self-storage facility. So if I put a deal together, I have to make a couple of phone calls to open a new self-storage facility, which will net me £10 million in the end. All of a sudden, that's a lot of leverage. So I put a little time in and get a lot of money out. So if you look at McDonald's, you've got low leverage because you've got to put a lot of time in to get a little money out. If you look at the other example with self-storage, because I've got leverage in self-storage now because I understand it more and I've got leverage in this industry, I've got to put a little bit of time in and I can get a lot out. It's like I've just put an offer in for Berry today, place in Berry. And so I've put that deal together. And that will net me, I reckon, around about £100,000 a year. All right. And I put a little bit of time in and I'm going to get a lot out. I know £100,000 depends where you are in life, but I don't have to do a lot to open it. I don't have to do a lot. And so it's a little bit of effort and a lot of returns. So it's leverage. It's high leverage tasks. McDonald's, low leverage. Me making that phone call for Berry self-storage, high leverage. All right. Let's have a look. Where was we? So there's different forms of leverage. So it's not just time. There's different forms of leverage. It can come in time, money, opportunity, network, audience. You have to find a way to increase your leverage. So it's not just money. It's not just time. There's a whole host of leverages. You have to find your leverage point and use that. You've got to increase your leverage. It might be to pay someone to do the tasks that you don't want to do anymore, like cutting the grass. For me, it's if I cut the grass, it's a low leverage task because I'm cutting the grass and spending an hour. An hour's a lot, right? A lot for me. And I'm getting a small return. The return is, but the grass is shorter. I can get someone else to do that low leverage. I can leverage that task by paying money. That leverages my money there. I'm paying money to get the result. And so I'm leveraging time there. I'm leveraging time. It might be to put your podcast on TikTok, etc., and then increases the output of the podcast, but not the input. Leverage at work. So hopefully that makes sense. It might be for me to put my podcast on TikTok. This increases the output of the podcast, but not the input. So it's no extra work, but it increases the output. So that, my friends, is leverage. Bigger your audience, the bigger your leverage. How can you create more leverage and create discrepancies between those leverages? Oh, I love it. Labor, capital, media, etc. It goes on. So how can you create more leverage in your life and create discrepancies between those leverage points? Guys, go and listen to this again because this, for me, I'm getting goosebumps now thinking, oh, leverage. It's all about leverage. I love it. All right, my mates. Love you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you on the other side. See you tomorrow. Bye.